Welcome to the Tetris Tournament Online 5. This is a match in round 3 of the winner's bracket between Ajamba and Megurokki. Players left in the field. They're currently playing 3 warm-up games, and after that, they'll start the match.
Oh no.
No insight on the players that you want to share?
Yeah, anything you want to say, Alex, about these players? Anything at all?
Um. Well, Jamba and Megurokki are both really high APM players.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well done, Alex. Well done. Yeah, do you guys know any of the predictions going in? I mean, I think naturally, after last week's match between Megurokki and Aisu, some people might change opinions. I think, honestly, most people pegged Ajanba as the one who would win this matchup. Just given his proficiency at 4 wide, and also the fact that I've been hearing accounts of people saying that Megurokki doesn't do well in terms of fighting the 4 wide. So it's going to be interesting still. I've never seen Megurokki actually match up against a 4 wider, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not he can adjust accordingly, because he definitely adjusted last time against Aisu.
Of 9 straight games, which is insane.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was at a huge deficit. I don't know what he pulled out, but he just there was a fire inside him. He just let it go. It was pretty amazing.
See if that happens today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I don't want to say anything too fleetingly, because if last week was any indication, if past TTOs was any indication, players such as Ajanba and Megurokki always come with new little tools, and they got tricks up their sleeves. They look at this. Ajanba, I think he's going to use those wells a lot in this game. Yeah, but you guys want to go over what we're gonna expect from these guys? I mean, strategies, play styles.
Well, just looking at a Jamba play right now, you can tell that he's not going for anything fancy anymore.
These are also warm-up games, so you might not want to give anything away. Even then, it's pretty incredible, because yeah, we saw what an APM monster last week Megurokki was. This is just, well, this is a kind of a shock for me. Although Ajanba was playing a lot of the cheese game during the game that we just watched. So it might foreshadow what he might pull out during the game. I think he's going to try to play it safe. At least what Vince has told me is that in his conversations with Ajanba, because apparently they practice a lot together, Vince and Ajanba. It turns out that Ajanba is probably going to try to play that UE metal safe and meticulous kind of style against Megurokki. Although, the fact that he just pulled out a 4 wide there means that might not necessarily be the case here.
Yeah, if he pretty successful. He does it a little bit differently than usual. He has 2 blocks in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
3 for most players, so he can get an extra combo in at the end.
Right. Yeah. He's definitely got a lot of the game figured out, but we'll kind of see where this leads to. Okay, starting off with a PC, so I think he's just gonna get a feel for this game first. Although, I do think that Ajanba, out of any other opening, he does like opening with the PCs. We saw him mess up and misdrop another PC, a potential PC. He's trying to do 2 this round, but didn't pan out that way.
At getting access to clean garbage after he does the PC. So normally when you send a PC to your opponent, it might be viewed as an advantage for them because they have a long garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Jamba, he's so good at getting access to clean garbage that when you spike it back at him,
Right.
like send it back at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both of these players are very smart about how they use their pieces, and especially like their timing game. For example, just accepting and canceling garbage. They're very aware of what they can take, and if they have the opportunity to, they'll definitely accept anything that they can get just to increase their APM output.
Playing a little more passively than he has in his other matches,
Yeah, for sure.
Jamba?
like canceling and unstacking.
Yeah, I think I think most players would probably want to respect Ajanba, and especially these two players. They've had the opportunity to learn each other's play styles over the years. It wouldn't be a surprise to me to know that these guys are practice partners on the regular, so they're probably very cautious of each other at the moment. Both of them respecting each other's APM. Ajanba, a lot of the times, you know, like for example, right here, doing those short little combos, mess up Megurokki's fields and get the opportunity to spike him out just like that.
Yeah, he only sent 94 lines to Megurokki's 172, but
Yeah,
very well on the defensive side and
for sure.
took advantage of Megurokki's misdraw.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to see Ajanba approaching this game too, because we do see him doing a lot of that meticulous kind of timing, because I think like 3 times in the entire first game there, we saw him doing a lot of 2 wides, which was very interesting. Okay, I think he wanted another PC there, kind of messed that up. And even at the beginning, I think we saw Ajanba trying to time that PC so that he wouldn't receive the bulk of what Megurokki was trying to send over. Oh man, Megurokki's looking quick right now.
A bit faster than a Jamba right now.
Oh, for sure. Ooh. Okay. I didn't agree with what Megurokki did there, but it looks like Ajanba gave him the room to pull that off. Jamba himself was actually building up for his own little spike. Cancel there by Ajanba.
In combos. You see that? Waiting for Megurokki to send.
Canceling.
Interesting. Usually we see a Jamba on the offensive.
Yeah, I think honestly, like just looking at Ajanba plays, he definitely picks and chooses when would be a good opportunity. Like he never puts himself in a bad position, it looks like. At least he tries not to. Yeah, look at that. He even tried to time that eyepiece.
But if you look at that, Ajanba's field is always clean garbage.
Mm-hmm.
He's blocking the cheese.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's going to be one of his strengths moving forward. Is going to depend on Megurokki at this point to see whether or not he can adapt, because Ajanba's already on a 4-game win streak. Although does that count the warm-up games as well?
The score right now is 2-0. 2-0.
2-0. Okay.
Jamba.
All right.
Very careful and just taking advantage of opportunities instead of playing super aggressively.
We're seeing a lot of those misdrops by Megurokki. I think that was like a theme of his match against Aisu last week. We'll see if he readjusts as well, just like he did in that matchup. But I think those are really hindering him right now, and Ajanba's using those opportunities to strike back. Oh,
a Jamba with that misdrop too.
I almost thought that was like some kind of secret setup that he knows that we don't. I was like, well, what are you trying to pull here, boy?
No, I think Jamba's playing really safe right
For sure, yeah, and it falls in line with what Vince has told me. You know, like it's going for that UE metal, kind of meticulous timing, just wait it out, see what the opponent's doing, play it safe at all times. Yeah, see, just even he was at the bottom of the field, he keeps getting pushed up. He's definitely got to play this a lot more cautiously.
He took advantage of that garbage and sent a huge spike over to megurokki.
Yeah, that was a lot of clean garbage over to ajanba, and if my experience with ajanba is any indication, you never want to be left in a position where he has a lot of clean garbage to send over, because he'll set up a scenario where he'll get through all of it if he can.
He really saves up those eye pieces for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like he looks for those opportunities too. Megurokki playing a little more passively, it looks like.
To adjust now that he's seeing what Jamba's doing.
I'm not so sure sending ajanba all these back-to-backs is the right way to go. Yeah, this is what I think.
Drop is
right here. Yeah, that's probably gonna be like what megurokki will try to do from this point onward. You know, and it depends on his success in that avenue. Was that a 3-wide or a 4-wide that megurokki created there? It's like a TSD into either a 3-wide or a 4-wide. But I do think that that's going to be what megurokki is going to be doing for the rest of this game, at least if he wants to win the strategy game against ajanba. He's got to slow him down somehow.
to stop him from sending huge spikes.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll give him more room to send over his spikes, because we've seen it time and time again. Megurokki is one of those players that can find TSDs everywhere. You know, his palettes, his versatility with T-spins, and just the APM game is ridiculous. But he got caught there from that misdrop. But Jamba definitely one of those players who screen watches and watches for opportunities like that to spike you out. I don't think that was a pure accident that game ended so quickly.
He's a very avid screen watcher. You can see it multiple times per game.
For sure, yeah. Just his little hesitation stuff. It could just be readjustments, but not every single time. He's definitely screen watching at some points. Some back-to-backs from Jamba. Applying the pressure now. Interesting. Maybe he's feeling a lot more comfortable.
Megurokki's not as aggressive anymore, so I think he's faster here.
Mm-hmm.
He's not getting as much pressure.
Okay. Megurokki stacking up. Megurokki's play is a little interesting to me right now. I mean, I guess this has been a hallmark of his game since the beginning, but he really likes just making singles here and there to try to fix his stack a little bit if he doesn't have anywhere to put it. I think that's more of just him trying to maintain the speed at which he's playing, and I do think that he's one of those players that suffers heavily if he has to slow down a bit. He definitely, if he gains the momentum and he is able to maintain it, he's definitely a threat on the board. But Jamba,
sure.
you know, like showing that you know, patience pays.
Faster now.
Yeah.
But like, you noticed he was playing a bit slow in the beginning. The first
Just a little bit, just to feel him out. But I think, you know, he's really hit his stride now. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is
a stranglehold on the game.
Yeah. I think Megurokki's problem right now is he's too fixated on the back-to-back game. He needs to get a little more versatile if he's going to catch up to this, because Ajanba is just sweeping the board right now, running away with this. 3-game win streak right now, right?
Score is 6-1 in favor of Jamba. Ooh,
Ooh,
was
okay,
rough.
that was
It's gonna
nice
cost
pressure.
him.
All right, my bad, megurokki. Keep sending your back-to-backs, bro. That's my bad. Just proving
Oh,
to
to
me
be
that
fair.
it could work out.
J misdrop, which blocked his line.
Yeah.
He just had no way to get down, especially because the garbage, but he misdropped and now he couldn't clear his T-spin anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay, pretty standard opening for both of them. Megurokki, some questionable decisions here with that T-spin 0. He doesn't have the eyepiece. He needed to burn it for that. Okay.
Get out.
Better
to
position
Jamba.
here, but oh man, he's an aggressive player through and through. You see that T-spin double he tried at the top? He pulled it
Yeah.
off, but still, it was kind of a risk.
On his side because the Jamba had a huge downstack combo.
Yeah. Megurokki strikes me as one of those players that is just either all in or all out the majority of the time. He's an all in kind of player.
I think that's what helps him be so successful though. Like
Yeah, just that extra little aggression. It either works for you or it doesn't, and he just finds a way to make it work. You know, incorporating the speed into it. Whenever possible. Like I said, you know, he has a habit of compromising his stack a little bit, breaking his back-to-back chains to be able to get into a better position. Here we kind of see that as well with his aggression with the back-to-backs there.
No,
the
I think
Jamba's drops cost him.
this round, Megurokki's playing back to his original style.
Yeah.
Like you can see the donations coming in. He's very fancy.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
he's now, because he's so down, he's just like, well, you know, I'm just gonna play like I always do.
Yeah. I think you're
I think
right,
in the beginning,
especially since
he was
like
too careful.
Yeah, I do think that Megurokki is center 4 wide by ajanba. It looks
going
like
for the
he's
four
feeling
wide.
the pressure. Let's see if this works out for him. Like I said, traditionally Megurokki, his track record against the 4 wide has been terrible.
He had too much cheese on his side of the field, and Jamba sent 2 T-spins right after.
Yeah,
to
I
top
think he
him out.
noticed too late, but yeah, the problem with Megurokki and him fighting the 4 wide, although like we've only seen one game where this was an instance that ajanba used the center 4 wide, but traditionally what I've seen Megurokki do is he builds up way too much against the 4 wide. You want to reduce the amount of time that he has to stack up. That way you reduce the combo. And it's kind of unfortunate here because ajanba got a lucky hole, and it looks like it's it. Oh boy.
That lucky hole is like you get it 40% of the time, which is pretty insane.
And even then, I mean, we know what an APM monster Megurokki is. He was actually following what I was basically saying he should do. Do the TSD right at the beginning. He started off with the first bag with the TSD, and it still wasn't enough, even though he maintained the back-to-back throughout.
Goes for the 4 wide. No, he's going for the perfect clear. Oh, Megurokki with the DT cannon.
Yeah, I think that was just more of a statement from ajanba more than anything else. He could pull it out and just like clinch out the wins, but he's like, nah, I'm going back to PCs now. I've had my fun.
No, but you know, it could also mean that he actually wants to win.
It could,
You know,
yeah.
He's padding his score.
Pretty messy field right here, but
Yeah,
Yep, a
that is
T-spin.
my experience with ajanba as well, you know, like
Did you guys see how he canceled?
yeah, that's pretty good. ajanba's got a great canceling game. He's able to like find just the way he does it is just down stack combos, but he builds it in a way that he'll get to open up his stack after he's finished with it and still continue on.
and that's what makes his APM so high. Is like he's always sending you lines, even when he's down stacking.
Yeah,
And now
not
he's on
only
a
is he
3-game
sending
list.
lines, but it's all like messy garbage too. This is astounding to me. Megurokki yet to find an answer that has been consistent enough against this.
In favor of Jamba now.
Yeah, just a lot more of that cheese that Ajanba's sending over to Megurokki. Didn't really slow him down this time, but ooh, those misdrop.
A pretty big spike. I don't really think it's gonna do much. Jamba has access to his garbage here.
Yeah, Jamba just gets through that cheese that Megurokki tried to send so quickly. Like, I saw Megurokki, he's definitely thinking he has to stifle Ajanba because he did a T-spin single instead of a double. But Ajanba was just able to clear through it so quickly. Like, even here, like, finding the right holes, turning it into attack. Look at that. A little bit of a misdrop there. Another misdrop by Jamba. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but whenever a Jamba misdrops, I actually get happy because I'm like, okay, how is he going to convert this? I'm never worried if he misdrops. He's one of the few players that I can say that for.
His misdrop was like next to his garbage, so that if he cleared the misdrop, he would have access to a ton of clean garbage, which was good for him.
Mm-hmm.
A misdrop.
Oh god. It's interesting though because I've heard players say that you know, like, they ask Ajanba why he plays the way he does. It's because he trusts his ability to be able to get down, and I think that confidence definitely shows just in the way he's playing, in the way that he's dealing with all those misdrops and different difficult situations. The way he's still pressuring Megurokki right here.
Huge down stack combo and just continued to pack on the lines.
Oh my
and Megurokki had to get through all the cheese.
This round was really good on both ends.
It was, yeah.
Like, they were just constantly back to backing, and that's ideally what you want to go for in TF. Like, they made it seem so easy, but that's actually really hard.
No, for sure, yeah. It's like an incorporation of a lot of different skills, right? That's like the culmination
This
of
drop
it.
here doesn't get through, Jamba going to top him out.
Okay, he's got to cancel that. He sends it instead. Ajanba waiting for him to... Oh, okay, that was smart. He waited for Megurokki to finish his attack, accepted it all, and now he's back on the attack because he knows that Megurokki has nothing left. The timing, dude. Oh my god. Dude. Oh no.
I feel like if anyone asks what is timing, you just show them this round.
Yeah, that was just 5-win streak for Ajanba now. Megurokki has to adjust. He's running out of games.
Playing this perfectly, strategy-wise.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like this pressure coming in from Megurokki. This is like more in line with what he needs to do if he... Oh, okay, 4 wide, okay. Interesting.
The problem is that Jamba is screen watching all the time, so he saw that and blocked instead of sending garbage.
Yeah, oh man. And he's able to just pull out all of these lines to be able to stifle that 4 wide. That was incredible. You know, most players crumble whenever they see the 4 wide, not Ajanba. He knew exactly what to do. Looks like Megurokki's just running through his options here. You know, what kind of strategies can he go for to be able to stop this monster? But it doesn't look like anything's working out. I think what we're going to see now is him going back to defaults. If nothing else works, always go back to your defaults. You know, good old reliable. Not the misdrops, Megurokki. Your defaults. There you go.
Accepting a ton of clean garbage here. Using a little bit of a downstack combo to get through it.
Okay.
With a bunch of messy garbage on his side of the field.
Man, it almost feels like every time Megurokki is trying to send cheese over to Ajanba, that's when Ajanba strikes. That's when, like, he sends all his garbage and such. Oh my goodness. That little misdrop there by Ajanba, but he was able to get through it pretty easily.
very efficient in terms of misdrop fixing.
For sure. And not only that, he had a host of clean garbage at the bottom there for him to work with. T-spin triple here. Misdrop that eye probably cost him the spike here, but he's digging. So is Megurokki, actually. He needs another eyepiece here. Okay. Very nice.
Somewhat, like, bit of a messy position here.
Okay, this is the opportunity for Megurokki to spike. This is like the ideal position for him. He has the APM for it. Let's see if he's able to pressure a Jamba enough.
Down stack combo.
Oh my goodness, T-spin single. Okay. So a slight hesitation there with that T-spin double, but that was just
I think
time.
he was blocking.
Yeah, I think so too, but I don't think he ended up blocking anything. He just sent it, right?
I think he
Oh god, Megurokki, those misdrops. Yeah, those misdrops are just, they're really killing Megurokki here. 7-game win streak right now. He could break the record for 9.
But you know, we have to note that Megurokki is actually a really amazing player.
For sure.
He's very strong. What you see right now is just someone
he's just getting destroyed strategically.
Yeah.
That's all we can say about this right now. I mean, just the 4 wide coming in right now, I don't think Megurokki has enough to cancel it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But what's interesting is they have the same number of lines sent, but why is Megurokki dying and not Ajanba? Just because Ajanba is accepting more.
Yeah, I don't think he's I think the problem here is just Megurokki's timing isn't very good. Just he's not playing that timing game well. Like as we saw with Jason versus Hebo in the previous game, Hebo just sends lines whenever he knew that Jason was clearing through his 4 wide. That way he didn't need to send as much, you know, that back-to-back game. Strategically, I think that's what you need to do. You got to time your attacks against the 4 wide, but it doesn't look like Megurokki's doing that as effectively, and that's game.
15-3.
Oh my god. Well,
that's insane.
This is just desolation. Wow. Man, and after last week, I even doubted Ajanba, but man, Ajanba.
He's like Megurokki equals Whip Emerald.
Oh my god! Bro, you gonna do him like that? Oh my god!
Hey, let's settle
He's
down
pretty
here.
confident right now.
Yeah, he's feeling definitely confident. Oh, he's throwing shots at me
Number
too.
2.
Okay, bud. All right.
I was number 2. You did the best against the Jamba out of everyone.
Yeah.
I think I was.
No, but if you reflect on this match, the Jamba played really safe. Like, typically the matches before, you saw him pull really fancy spins or T-spin setups, but I don't think I saw a single, like, out-of-the-world spin in this match at all.
Definitely not, yeah.
And I think it's because he knows how good Megurokki is.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, even though Jamba won with a really big score gap,
He was just doing like pretty much. I feel as though Ajanba was very much doing his defaults kind of style, you know, like he was definitely still paying attention to a lot of different things, particularly Megurokki's field, but there wasn't anything out of the ordinary that I don't see him do like on the regular, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely playing very sharp today.
For sure, yeah.
But like his back-to-backs were on point. You saw them consistently. His field was always clean. So, but then you have to like think like how far is he thinking ahead, where he can, you know, control how clean his garbage is.
Yeah.
It's really insane.
Yeah, for sure.
He just timed everything so perfectly. both offensively and defensively. I don't know. It was just I don't know what Megu could have done about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looked like a difficult situation. Like we saw like Megurokki try a bunch of different strategies. He even pulled out the side 4 wide in one of the games, and it just got stopped immediately with a big spike. I didn't see what Jamba did, presumably just back-to-backs, but that's just... I mean, what are you doing against a player who has an answer to everything? It just looked like Megurokki kind of crumbled here. His back-to-back, which was basically at Megurokki's default and one of his strengths, that wasn't working for the majority of the game, and it's just, at that point, like, there's just no answer.
Can you tell us what the next match setup is going to be like?
Is Blink on the stream or something? Someone messed up the bracket. Match will be Squirtle versus Aitsu, or one pun man versus Jason or versus Hebo.
Okay, well, wait, one pun man versus Hebo. Jason won that one.
No, never mind. Jason won. Oh, but Hebo said in the match reports that he won.
Yeah, he was trolling. It was Jason who got 15. That was why Blink was laughing.
But Jason actually won.
Yeah, Jason won that one, 15-13. It was a tight one, though, honestly.
Wow. Not Hebo.
Nope. It was Jason.
Oh, well, on Discord, Blink said that Megurokki was not playing from his home computer.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that could be a reason why we saw so many problems. Yeah, like, I even suspected, like, if he couldn't log on at this point, took like 30 minutes, I think, then he's probably going to like an internet cafe really quick, you know, just to play this match.
But that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Then that means, like...
This is winner's bracket, though, so, well, Megurokki is going to continue on in the losers while Ajanba continues on in winners. So he still has an opportunity to come back from this. Yeah, like Megurokki is already guaranteed like a top 6 position, I think.
No, but it's not about being top 6. I think he wants to win.
Oh, for sure. But I'm just saying he has another opportunity to, you know, maybe get his setup fixed up. Yeah. He'll definitely have another opportunity. You know, the same can be said about Aisu as well.
Versus Jason next, and then
who is Opium playing?
Beat Hebo today.
Oh, he's playing Hebo?
Jason beat Hebo today.
No, but who's playing next?
So it's probably Opium versus Jason, I presume. Opium versus Jason, Yui Metal versus Ajanba, Aisu and Megurokki? No, wait, no. They already played in... No, wait.
What about...
I'm so confused, dude. Where's... Okay, this one's the old bracket. Does anyone have the new one?
Looks like here. I put it in the main chat.
Okay.
Yui Metal versus Jamba.
Yui Metal versus Ajanba, Squirtle versus Aisu, Megurokki is going to face the winner of Jason versus Opium. And then that's our that would be our top
Jamba's
6.
past 2 opponents have only gotten 3 games off of him.
Oh my god. Well,
oh, Megurokki.
Well, that was a really good game.
Yeah, for sure. Well, there's no other games tonight, right? Like, these guys got a week to prepare still.
How is matches? How are the matches going to be played next week? I heard
At a time when everyone's available, and then play that.
But I also heard that there's no rescheduling allowed.
Figure it out. Like, it'd be like no rescheduling after that because you already agreed that it worked.
Well, good game.
Yeah, good games. All right. Well, that's it from us.
Bye.
Bye.